Hi students, today we'll read the topic embryological evidence of the evolution. Okay, in embryological evidence of evolution, we'll get the proofs of embryological evidences. Here I will show you some diagrams of the different embryos of different animals. You see here, these are all the embryos of the different animals. This is the early embryo stage of fish. This is the early embryo stage of the frog. This is the early embryo stage of the chicken or bird. This is the early embryo stage of the pig. And this is the early embryo stage of the rabbit. And this is the early embryo stage of the monkey, and this is the early embryo stage of the human being. Here you see all embryos: fish embryo, frog embryo, rabbit embryo, monkey embryo and human embryo. Can you differentiate which is embryo is yours by seeing the pictures? No, you cannot say, because all early embryos are same. You cannot differentiate which is the fish embryo, which is the frog embryo, which is the rabbit's embryo, which is the chicken's embryo, and which is the pig embryo, which is the monkey embryo, and which is the human embryo. You cannot differentiate. Here all early stages of embryo and embryonic stages are same. It proves that we all living beings has come from the common ancestor. That's why one proof here you see that all early embryos and embryonic stages are same. And another proof you can see here in vertebrates. See, all are these vertebrates. This is fish, this is the bird and pig and monkey and human. You see their embryos, early embryos of the vertebrates. They have all common characters. They have an eye, they have a gill slit, they have an ear bud, they have tail. Right? So in vertebrates, that common characters develops fast. Then when they grow further and further, after few days or few months, the special character of the fish develops here. Fin or tail or the gills they develop. In frog they develop the forearm and hind arm. Right? Here you see in the monkey, here is same, but when it become monkey, the special character develops here. Here the human character develops body here. So early characters, vertebrates early characters are same, and the special characters they develop later on. So this is the one proof. Another proof is that it is given by von Baer. He is the embryologist. He told all embryos in their all animals, their embryo, they remember their earlier stage. How it is, you see, this is the human embryo. This is the human embryo. In early stage, it remembers fish. And later on, it remembers a pig-like. Right? Again, in later on, it remembers a monkey-like. Then after that, it is human being. So, this is von Baer has told all these things about this development. Comparative study he has done. And another, by basing upon the von Baer's theories, the Haeckel, Ernest Haeckel, he told about the biogenetic law. He told ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. What does it mean? Ontogeny means developmental history of the animal. from zygote to fish-like, again fish. Then it is developmental history of the ontogeny of the frog, and it is ontogeny of the bird. It is the ontogeny of the chicken. It is ontogeny of the pig. It is ontogeny of the rabbit. It is ontogeny of the monkey. It is ontogeny of the human. Here, Ernest Haeckel told, ontogeny of individual recapitulates its phylogeny, its ancestors. How? You see, the ontogeny of human is first fish-like. Then ontogeny of the human, then it will be frog-like. Then ontogeny of the human will be bird-like. Then ontogeny of the human being, then later on it will be pig-like. Then ontogeny of the human, then it will be like rabbit-like. Then it will be monkey-like. Then after that, it will be human being. So, during development of the, during embryonic development of the human, he remembers all its ancestors. Means it remembers unicellular amoeba, multicellular sponge, simple vertebrate having fish, and frog, bird, pig, then rabbit, monkey, and human. So that's why it is told ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. That means developmental history of the individual, they remember their ancestors. Okay. And another proof of the embryology is that how they remember ancestors. You see, this is the chicken or bird, right? The birds, when this is birds and this is the of a reptile. So when you know that reptile have teeth and birds have no teeth, so when the bird's embryo become developed into birds, this embryo, it looks like reptile. Looks like reptile, and these have teeth. Birds immediate embryo, it have teeth. That is called egg teeth, and it become have teeth, reptilian teeth. Then after that, teeth is broken, then lost, then it become bird. That's why it gives proof that birds have developed from the reptiles. Okay, so it is called morphological recapitulation of the bird. That's why birds are called glorified reptiles. So it is a proof that birds have developed from the reptiles. And another proof also you can see, biochemical recapitulation. You see the all early embryos, they are immunotelic. They secrete, their waste material is ammonia. So when they develop and they become a special different animals after development, some fishes they excrete ammonia. Frog, some are urotelic, some are ammonotelic, and then you see pig, rabbit, monkey are urotelic. So all human being, monkey, rabbit, everything, first in their first embryos they are the ammonotelic, then they become urotelic. That's why it tells that we are earlier stage ammonotelic, fish, frog, then after that, after development, we become urotelic. So this is called biochemical recapitulation. So these proofs, embryological proofs, gives a concrete proof of embryological evidence. Okay, that is the thing.